Triumph contrived this demonstration to show you how fast the Triumph TR6 stops, shifts and turns.
Okay, so I'm stripping this thing. Took me, week and a half of, an hour or so every other day, or stripping all the undercoating off. Now I'm using a paint stripper. I've showed this before. This stuff's pretty safe, or very safe. Supposedly you can eat it, but you don't have to wear gloves. It doesn't stink. It won't kill your kids. So I'm putting that on. It takes about twice as long, 3 times as long, but I'm in no hurry. I got my cling wrap on there, and then I'll just go and put that and let it sit, and then I'll scrape it off later tonight. Just so I don't forget before I strip that off. Alright, so this is, I don't know, hour and a half later. She does a pretty nice job. So, not as powerful as the aircraft stripper, but 10 times more easy to use. I'm not afraid for my life. Alright, I'll scrape it off. Okay, so most of the paint's off. Primer seems to stick to the Bondo. So here's the rear taillight section. It's all patched up, and you can kind of see, and there's just a bunch of Bondo there, so I'm just going to heat gun and scrape that out and get rid of that. And we'll start seeing, you can see I'm starting to uncover the whole rusted out holes underneath and stuff, so getting closer. Okay, so here is the extent of everything on the front side. You see these 2 old patches there, and then you got this stuff here. I don't know if you can see it there, all this rusted out area. I'll have to fix that. A little bit on the top there. Small crack here to weld. Not much else going on. There's some dents here to hammer out. Make that a little smoother. And then there's this big old ugly patch here. That's going to be a pain in the ass to get out, all those little tack welds. And then it's brazed on too. I cut this out. This was actually still screwed in. That's the front, and then there's stuff on the back too, so I'll flip that over. And here's the back side. I started wire wheeling it right there. A lot of surface rust. Some of it's through. Just a lot of crap. What's to see about that? Got me a little bit concerned. I think that's where the patch is though. Oh yeah, you can see the tack welds. Right up there. So here I made a little bit of extra work for myself. I was cutting this off. I was cutting this patch off. There you can see that patch. And I thought I was cutting between the seam, but it turns out I was cutting, about 1/16 of an inch. So I'm gonna have to. I was hoping to cut this off right at the seam, like I did on the other side, but it's actually 1/16 of an inch in. So I'll have to weld that on, actually on the top surface where I didn't want to. So, and there's the back side of the bottom of the front of the wheel well. So it's slightly different than the front. I mean the other side from wasn't about a year ago, but about the same scope of work. Alright, so I'm just going to wire wheel it, clean it up, and get ready to take these patches off.
And a great deal more.